Hello, welcome everyone. It's Meredith. I am here with our weekend reading for Saturday the 5th, Sunday the 6th of January 2018. We are using the Sawyer's Path Tarot. And a reminder for you, the January monthly messages are up, one for each sign. Watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos to get the full picture of the energy atmosphere for the month of January and enjoy them. I had so much fun doing them, and I'm loving all your comments, and thank you and welcome to the new subscribers. So glad you're here. Okay, let's get started. Let's see the theme running through the weekend for us. Oh, one of my favorite nights, the Knight of Pentacles. Mr. Slow and Steady wins the race. Love his energy. We are starting to see a new theme in the cards. We've had the Four of Swords quite a bit. We've had other cards that indicate relaxation to me, taking a break, celebrating, just being right here, right now. And I feel that energy coming off of this night. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for him because I want to see where he's come from, where he's going to, because nights convey energy between cards. So, all right, first card for him, where he's come from, the energy that he's conveying. We have the Five of Wands. We had the Five of Wands on Friday, and it was in this position too, actually. So we may still be settling out some of the stress or struggles that we were experiencing on our Friday. And the message there was to get into peace, ease, and grace so that you could navigate whatever this was on the Five. So the Five is about a petty inner argument. This is arguing with the self. Though some of you may find yourself attempting to cooperate and collaborate with others, and it may not be going well, and you're having to be the voice of reason at a time when you just aren't interested in being the voice of reason, being the referee. Who wants that job, really? When people are arguing. But more than anything, this is about our inner dialogue and how we're talking to ourselves. What's going on in there? Oh, and I just turned over. This card flipped over in my hands, and it's the Devil. He's been showing up in readings a little bit more right now. So these thoughts are somewhat habitual, somewhat programmed. I was just saying to a friend yesterday that while out on a walk, I ran into someone walking their dog, and you know, it was the normal pleasantries of conversation. Hi, how are you? What a cute dog. All that nice stuff. And oh, isn't the weather lovely? And I'm all happy, smiling, joyful. I mean, it's sunny. It's over 30 degrees. That's a nice day when it's winter. But the response from the other person was so negative. Oh, this weather is terrible. Blah, blah, blah. And I thought, wow, there's just so many ways to see this. And then I had to not be judgmental, though I'm being a little judgmental. So what I'm getting at in sharing that with you is those are the thoughts. This is the stuff that we bedevil ourselves with when we're not paying attention to our inner dialogue. What are we actually saying? How much of it is programmed? How much of it is by rote to to react to situations in a way that we learned from wherever, peers, elders, the environment, etiquette, all of it. So this is what's showing up in the theme of the reading. It's kind of a doozy. We're being asked to catch the things that are undermining to the frequency we wish to enjoy and celebrate and live in. All right, let's see where that night is going. Oh, here we go. That was quick. Four of Wands. Love that card. It's the 1111 card. See it? One of the happiest cards in the minor suits of tarot. It's the honeymoon card. And that's where that knight is headed, through that gateway, across that threshold. And this is all the stuff that's got to go before he can cross it. So there's the message. We're in our 9th week of that message right now, of crossing the threshold. The Four of Wands, as I said, is the honeymoon card. It's full of happiness, joy, reward, bliss, love, new love, expanding connection within existing love relationships, happy families, happy friendships, and so on. There's no room for any of this BS on the other side of that threshold or beyond that gateway into that into the dream, shall we say. My guides want to say the gloaming, so I'm putting it out there for them. All right, let's take a look at the body of the reading. The Hermit, prayer, meditation, and enlightenment. Yes, this is shining a light on everything in the Devil card. There's temptation, there's even addiction here in this card, and the Five of Wands, the petty inner arguments, arguing for argument's sake. Just, here's an example. You're going out the door. I've done this before. It's humorous in hindsight, but you're going out the door, you throw your purse over your shoulder, you got your keys, you got your kid, you got whatever you got going with you, right? And you're making sure it all gets out the door. But the strap on your purse catches on the knob and brings you up short, and the purse goes all over the place. It's a yard sale right there on your front step. Now, what response do you have? Is it a fit of swearing? Is it angry? Or is it, oh gosh, look what just happened? Maybe this little delay is for a much bigger reason. Like, where do you naturally go with that when stuff like that happens? When you open up the baking cupboard and pull out the flour and the bag spills all over your kitchen, where do you go with it? Is it a programmed response? Or do you just deal with it in a happy way? Like, oh well, there it is, something else. Let's just take care of it. This is what the Devil card and the Five of Wands on an average, ordinary day will have you examining. Where did it come from? Is it compromising your happiness? Is there another way for you to handle that? Prayer, meditation, and enlightenment here with the Hermit card is asking us to illuminate and shine a light into our inner world and pay attention to what frequency we're contributing. Now, understandably, we're human. These things happen. You spill everything out of your bag. The flour does go all over the kitchen sometimes, and sometimes there's swearing, whatever. But notice what happens to your frequency when you do it that way. And then notice what happens to your frequency when you choose to find the humor in it. I know sometimes that's a tall order, and these are very simple metaphors for much grander life experiences. There's a consistency to it, though. If you consistently show up happy, if you consistently respond happy, look what you're creating. More happy. Everything on the other side of that threshold. And when we talk with our friends, with our loved ones, this is the stuff we talk about. Are we really talking about the negative litany of conversations that we have circling the vulture thoughts in our head? No, we're not necessarily sharing that. So these cards are giving you the opportunity to examine what you're doing with your frequency at any given moment, and the Hermit is there to shine the light on it. So you can have an opportunity to change the frequency. Nine of Wands. This is having an enduring spirit. I love how the 9 is done in this deck because the person on it is happy and they're not necessarily wounded. Typically we see a wounded person looking very much worse for wear, and as if they just can't take one other thing, you know. But here she is, proudly, divinely, spiritually proudly standing in front of or with these 9 wands that represent different life experiences where she has had achievement and success. Was it easy? Was it simple? Probably not. But she has endured. And this is a card to remind us to get grounded in our joy and our passion for life, because that will fuel us through these more challenging situations that we'll discover on the Devil card, on the Five of Wands. This is the kind of energy that sees us through these experiences, because we are consistently moving into the Four of Wands type of energy. Nice. And then we have the Hanged Man. Wow, more enlightenment and another gateway to cross. So the Hanged Man views things from a different perspective. He looks at things from different angles, which is exactly what the cards from the bottom of the deck are encouraging us to do. Just to consider what it is we're up to, what we're doing with our frequency, how is it fluctuating, and in that fluctuation, how does it affect us in the long run? Magician, yeah, because we're all about the co-creation of our goals, dreams, and intentions. Do those come together well when you've got this going on? That's not to say that this can't go on. It shows up for contrast. It shows up for a purpose. It's how we're going to leverage that purpose. So let's leverage the purpose of these contrasting experiences, reactions, and moments against our enlightenment and our perspective so that we can keep our heart space, our head space focused on the Magician card, which is our co-creation. Now we have with the universe, with all that is. And so we have the lamp lit over the Magician. So we're being asked truly to shine a light within so we can see where our frequency might be having an effect upon our desired outcomes and manifestations. And then we have Two of Cups. So this card, I love this card. Wow, what a lot of messages here too. And we've got some eclipse energy in this card as well. You see kind of a sun and a moon here. And we do have an eclipse on Saturday. I think it's a new moon partial solar eclipse in Capricorn. Now, I don't know the ramifications of that. I have not read up on it. So if you're curious, I highly recommend you check out someone like New Paradigm Astrology, or Gregory Scott. Check them out. They'll have something about this so that you can get a little more education information. So Two of Cups, this is partnerships. This is beloved relationship coming together. This is the universe working on it with you. This could be in your work and how you are of service, and it could be within a relationship. You've got the Four of Wands here, so that leans into beloved relationship. And this could be a message about how you are showing up in the manifestation process of the relationship you desire. So you may have some work to do with the Devil card and the Five of Wands. How are you speaking to yourself about being in relationship and co-creating it with the universe? So the universe is here saying, we've got resources for you. We can help you. We can assist. Open up to receive it. And if you're over here arguing with yourself, you might not be taking that frequency in a way that's desirable. So these cards are giving you ample opportunity to take a look at what you're doing so you can make adjustments so that you stay in alignment with what it is you wish to create. Last card, Six of Cups. Beautiful card. It's the soulmate card. So again, this lends itself to beloved relationship energy. And this is also someone that may be from your past showing up in the now. And it could also be, you know, that you have been connected with someone, but there hasn't been any definition or declaration to what your relationship is beyond friendship. So there could be something expanding, deepening, connecting, and also you could be talking more about it, giving it some definition and saying, yeah, we are actually a couple now, which is sweet, and congratulations if that's the case. Beautiful reading. So I'm beginning to see a new theme emerge. We still have our 9 weeks of crossing the threshold message going on, but simultaneously we're beginning to see a message with the Devil card, the Five of Wands. Now, we haven't been turning those cards over a lot. I did see them a little bit in the January monthlies. However, yesterday's reading, today's reading, the cards are having us take a look at these energies in our world. So this feels like a smaller sub-theme that's going on as we've crossed this threshold. So we've got some review and some assessment, and there's reconciliation on this 6, so we're reconciling some things. So we're We're bringing peace, ease, and grace to things that have been less favorable energetically. We're changing the frequency for the better. It's great work. It's part of our spiritual journey, and it feels like the next phase. All right, let's do an empowering question card. I'm going to skip angel answers today. Just feel guided to go right to empowering questions. All right. This one's interesting. What kinds of feelings am I feeling right now? That's what we would be doing over here with the Devil card and the Five of Wands. Inner examination. What kinds of metaphors can I find to describe my feelings? Exactly. Is it something that was handed to you from someone else and you just have these feelings because those are the feelings that were modeled for you? Or is this an authentic process? If it's not, how are you going to make adjustments? It's a great question. Okay, last card of the reading is going to come to us from Notes from the Universe on love and connection. And it is, give yourself much more credit. I like that. A stranger than strange preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see? Wow. Even though I used preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. Feels like a little bit of a riddle, doesn't it? Hello, Five of Wands. Okay, so that's our weekend reading. Thank you so much for watching. It's deeply appreciated. And again, welcome to all the new subscribers. So happy to have you here. Please leave some comments. They've been so fun to read. Other people are enjoying them as well. And if you'd like to book a private reading, description box. You know where to find me. All right, have a happy weekend, everyone. I'll be back very soon with Monday's message. Bye for now.